Hello, here we are, endlessly waiting for a bus that would bring us to Hue.
Chào. Caffè sura?
Caffè sura, ok.
First of all, put a fair amount of condensed milk. Next step, pour 1.5 shots of coffee stored in a plastic bottle. That's very important. Stir it energetically. Stir it again with a teaspoon. Add ice cubes. Stir it again.
Come on.
Yes, come on. Here.
Oh, come on.
And enjoy it. So a little bit of drama time here. As tourists, we are charged more than local to take a bus, and we stood against it, even if I think it's a lost battle. At the end, we gave up, but we managed to pay $3-4 less than what they asked for.
No. 80. No.
Xe chạy Huế, thành phố Huế 5 giờ sáng có chuyến xe không?
Dạ có.
Hành lý no.
I put in
there.
Here it's when we gave up.
I think we need to
Because
pay
if we-
100, I think you are right. We have to pay the 100 and have peace.
Okay.
So,
Xà đó mấy chị em cứ đè thôi, chạy xuống nó không nhớ xuống. Lại mệt con chứ mày mấy chị mệt chứ cứ ngồi trên nữa mà lo chứ.
This was a common Vietnamese bus where people keep getting in despite it's already packed.
It's gonna be interesting.
Finally, in Hue.
Hue has been of a great importance for Vietnam. Indeed, it has been its capital between 1802 and 1945 during the Nguyen dynasty, the last to rule Vietnam.
Oh, Kong. No, Kong. Come on.
The first of this dynasty to rule as emperor was Nguyen Phu Khanh, which became the emperor Gia Long.
Xin chào.
He united the whole Vietnam under his rule after a long and harsh civil war at the end of the 18th century and established the capital in Hue. Hue was chosen for the geographical location in central region of Vietnam and because it was the historical dominion of the Nguyen family. The impressive citadel that we can still admire nowadays was built in 1803 by Gia Long. The citadel had the function to show the power of the royal family, succeeding in its purpose in my opinion. Gia Long was heavily influenced by the Chinese culture, so much that the Celestial Empire became the state model, Confucianism became the state religion, and the Emperor Palace was made to resemble the Forbidden City of Beijing, but in Hue and with few differences. The humongous complex was made by concentric areas of which the internal one was the Forbidden Purple City, the imperial residence, which wasn't exactly its center but rather in the southeast part of the citadel, near the river. Ah, the river, the Perfume River, which borrows its water to fill the intricate system of canals and moats. Think that the whole citadel is surrounded by a 10 kilometers long moat. You can just imagine the remarkable effort of thousands of workers that were employed here. The Forbidden Purple City is in turn surrounded by a moat, rampart and walls. Within it, an extraordinary sequence of gated areas, pavilions and open spaces aim to impress. However, very few people were allowed inside. Indeed, the marvels of the imperial city were reserved to the royal family, the concubines and the eunuchs. The last one, the eunuchs, were allowed in just because they were considered harmless.
Okay guys, and now we have the opportunity to experience one of the ancient imperial toilets.
Then, in the 80s of the 19th century, Vietnam became a French protectorate under the name of An. Hue lost its role of political center and became a place of mere symbolic importance until 1945. On the 30th of August of that year, the 13th and last emperor of Vietnam, Bao Dai, abdicated officially with a ceremony in the imperial city. The royal family was hosted, and the republic was proclaimed. Sadly, beside cyclones and negligence, the citadel was also the center of the conflicts of the 20th century. In 1947, during the clash between the French troops and the Viet Minh, the core center of the imperial city was burned down. And during the well-known Vietnam War, Hue was one of the main battle theaters of the Tet Offensive on the 31st January 1968. In this episode, a combined attack of the Viet Cong and People's Army of Vietnam occupied part of the city. It has to be said that at the beginning, the US Army was not targeting the citadel for its importance, but as difficulty of the battle grew and the opponent army mounted anti-aircraft guns on the rampart, restrictions were lifted, leading to the destruction of the vast majority of the historical building, unfortunately. And this is the harsh consequence of a war. Really, in 1993, the citadel became part of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and we can still admire what remains of it nowadays.
Come on. What's with hair? And I would speak
What they think?
I think so. You wanna steal it? Oh, come on. As usual, a Café Sura, a big Café Sura, and the unknown Tra Sura.
Oh, I think it's Cha.
Tra Sura. Is it?